I guess just to keep doing it, whatever comes to your head, even if you think you're not good at it or something looks bad that you draw, just keep working on it. Just don't stop. Even if you just don't accept the judgment of other people. I mean, just even as time went on, I was pretty terrible at drawing a lot of things, but I just kept doing it over and over and over again. Eventually, I just got better, and it's just things that come to my head.
I would tell them that if you feel like you're not good at drawing, just keep trying. Don't give up. Practice makes better. It doesn't make perfect because nobody's perfect, but it makes you better. And the more you practice, the better you can get. And so I would just say, just try it.
Yeah, I'm in the mentoring program at Maple Grove, and I mentor this little girl named Alasia, and she's super fun and she loves to draw sometimes. But advice I'd probably give would be is just to have fun with it and not try to do exactly like someone else is doing. Just make it your own, because then it makes it more fun.
Particularly because I have a 6-year-old brother who was lacking behind, he didn't want to go to school. And starting out, I can understand that. It's almost big and scary. You don't want to go do it. But when you've got something like that, like an art class, or even if it's just a short little period of time to draw in or make something in, it can really help you feel like that's something you get to look forward to every day, even if it's at the end of the day. At least when I'm done with all this other schoolwork, I've got something that's really fun and that I enjoy doing. It's rewarding. Even if it's the beginning of the day, I get there right away and I get to have fun. You can just make stuff right away and you can build stuff right away, and then you can focus on the rest of your day. But yeah, I feel like if you've got an art class, you should enjoy it while you can have it, because it's something that's definitely going to help you for the rest of your life. And almost whatever field you do, it's something that's really you're going to enjoy. I enjoyed it. I still do enjoy it. I still draw. Not that much, but I do. It's peaceful. It's calm. It helps you relax. After testing, you can go home and draw something that maybe you're feeling. It can help you a lot.
To just hold the pencil lightly, so if you ever do a little slightly thing you want to erase, so you have to erase a little light, so not go dark right away, so you can erase and go back and just it'll look normal. So when you erase the dark, the eraser won't, the lead won't actually all come off. I remember when I was little, I would go dark right away and try to do everything dark, and when I would erase, it wouldn't all come off. So then what I learned, I just started lightly, so if I ever messed up, I could actually erase it and it would all come off perfectly.
If it's a child that you can see that there's potential in drawing, then I think pushing through it. I think if you push a child to like their talents more, they're more successful in life. I know having with the drawing thing, I became more successful. I'm more open with my talents and stuff. Obviously I don't have very many. Not many people do, but I'm happy for what I have for talents. It's always cool because you can show your sketchbooks to people. People find them very entertaining. But if it's a kid that's say he has different talents, I think we should always push kids with their talents, not hide them. I think that's what most of the world is nowadays. They want to push you towards this. You're going to be a lawyer. You're going to do this. You want to make sure you have a high pay raise more than what makes you happy. I think so. If there was a kid sitting right there, I'd just try to push them towards what they're more comfortable with. If you can see their talents early, then push them towards it. If they're really good for some reason at the piano, then push them towards it. It's always, I think nowadays, I feel like we should make people happy more than how much money they can make. I think happiness is more important.
I would probably tell them, even though you're probably not the best drawer because you're only a little guy, just do it and have fun with it, and then it'll come back to you when you're getting older, and you'll understand and figure out what your kind of creative style is, even if it's not the same as what you learned, but just having that speckled into your mind, I guess, that you can do this and it's something that you're able to do. Then when you grow up, you'll remember that and be like, oh yeah, this is my style now and this is what I learned from it and what I do. So some kids might not know that they're capable of doing that, and so once it's taught to them and they see they're able to do it, then they can go off with it and expand their knowledge and see what they can do. Yeah, that's my advice.
Just be in tune with your body, and if like people are saying maybe that's not cool, don't listen to what anyone says, and it could be a really good outlet to let out your emotions, and that's sometimes what I use it for. So I've struggled with depression since I think 7th or 8th grade, and I felt like drawing helped me like calm down whenever I was feeling like an episode or something. And I actually have this little like planner notebook that I drawn. So sometimes if I'm feeling sad, I don't want to like harm myself or anything.
Right.
So I just like grab a pencil and then I just start like doodling, and I actually just drew like, I don't know, I drew like a face, I guess, detailed. And I feel like it helps me because I'm just really concentrated on drawing instead of like anything else.
So like younger kids, they don't really know like how to draw or something. I would just tell them like don't give up. And like even if like, because when I first started drawing, I had no technique at all. And like through art class, I would just tell them to take as many art classes as you possibly can if like it's a passion that you have and you just don't know how to do it. Because at first like I didn't really know like what to do or how to do it, but then like I just like I just like let all the thoughts go, and I was just like, it's not that hard. It's drawing, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know. If you really like have a passion, you don't want to like play on your iPad all the time, then like take a piece of paper, take a pen, like draw something, like, and then you can expand from that, color it in, like make a picture just from lines, you know? I think that's the advice I'd give them, is just don't give up on art.
Don't give up. Keep practicing, you get better.
To try it, just try. And maybe certain style doesn't work for you, or maybe you don't want to draw within the lines. You don't have to with art. You can make whatever you want with art. And I think that concept of being a kid and not having any rules with something is very freeing. Just kind of just draw what you want. So if you see something, try to draw it. If you maybe add something to it or take something out, or just mix it up. Just try it.
I'd probably tell them to just not worry when they're young, like to take it slow and learn what they can and not stress about what they can't learn. And things that don't seem important, they really are. Like art, has helped me with even social issues. I can talk to people about that. That's something I can relate to with people, and it helps with handwriting, and it helps a lot of people pay attention, and ADHD keeps you moving, all this stuff. Just don't underestimate how certain things can affect your life, like playing with dolls. Who knows how that can help you later in life. I don't know, art can just pay attention, but don't be too stressed out about everything. Just make sure you learn, but not too aggressively, because it's not that. Things that are small, they're important, but it's not huge. Everyone in my school is always oh my gosh, my GPA, which is super important, but I'm not gonna push myself so hard that I don't sleep at night because I'm so worried about my GPA or my SAT scores, because I'm gonna end up doing what I love anyway. So I'm gonna go to college and I'm gonna get whatever I need to do, and it's gonna be fine. It's just not I don't need to work so hard that I'm going crazy, I feel a lot less stressed when I'm drawing. So taking that time away to do things for me instead of using it to constantly be stressed out. It helps you be who you are instead of trying to be really intensely smart or whatever. You just need to do whatever you're doing, and that's going to make you happy, instead of constantly worrying about comparing yourself to others and everything.
Pay attention and don't copy.
Just make it your own piece, whatever you're doing. Definitely show your personality and what you enjoy in life through your artwork. It doesn't matter whether it looks good to anyone else, it's yours. It's not something that like you necessarily like have to have a gift in, because like for the longest time like I didn't really think that I was good at drawing, but like I just kept trying it to see if it would work out, and like obviously eventually it did. So like it's not something that's like just gonna happen either. Like it takes time. Because I remember we just read this story in English, and it kind of reminds me of the same thing. Like she talked about how like a lot of people like talk about how nature's so beautiful and everything like that, and all she had was bad experiences with nature, and so she didn't turn to nature as a beauty or something like so magnificent and glorified it. She, with every experience she had with nature, it was bad, so it might, maybe something didn't turn out, or maybe someone she cared about or a loved one did art and something happened. I mean, that could be it, but if that's not the case, then I mean, sometimes like maybe like don't have enough confidence to believe in themselves, and maybe it just takes the right person to tell them that they're good at something. Because like sometimes like, yeah, I can get recognition from one person, but I really want it from that person to make me feel like, yeah, I'm doing this, like I got this. I would say keep trying for as long as you can, because like it may not seem good at first or perfect at first, but like eventually you can find, you know, it may, like for me, like I thought that I wasn't good at painting, I didn't like painting, but like as soon as I started like dipping my toes in the water a little bit more, I got into it. And so like you just have to keep like experimenting with different things, and it may take a few more tries to experiment with them to actually like develop a liking for it or anything like that. Be really creative and imaginative, because like you lose a lot of that once you start getting older, because I feel like once you get older like it's more serious and stuff like that, so it's good to be more creative and out of the box when you're young, and as long as you can for as long as possible.